How's it going, guys? My name is Shubomi Awokoya, and today I want to teach you all how to make ads and how I do it. So, if you're using this platform, Instagram, you've probably seen an option in your feed, the option to boost the post, right? And this is one way to make ads on Facebook, but I won't recommend this as the optimal way to make ads on Facebook. My recommendation, if you want to promote a brand on Instagram or Facebook platform, is to use the business.facebook.com account. That's business.facebook.com. So what this does is it allows you to create a business account for a particular brand and gives a more sophisticated way to run advertisements on the Facebook platform. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit about that today and showing you how to work it and how to get good results. So here we're on the Facebook business account page. Over here they provide, if you hover over the toolbox, you see a couple of the tools that are available. We're going to be talking about the Ads Manager today. There's other tools like the Events Manager, which will allow you to store a Facebook pixel right on your website or an app that you've built. Okay, so let's go into Ads Manager today. So Ads Manager, it's a little more complex than just boosting ads, because we have ads, we also have ad sets, and we have campaigns. So the way this works is, rather than just running ads, we are actually running campaigns. And a campaign is a combination of ad sets, and an ad sets is a combination of ads. So where we're going to be doing a lot of our work is in the ad sets. Ad sets are where you can target multiple audiences or a particular set of audiences. So a campaign can have multiple ad sets where each ad set targets different audiences. And this is where it becomes more fine-grained in your marketing and understanding what to do in the next step of your marketing, right? Because if you're targeting multiple audiences in different ad sets, let's say you're promoting a brand, and one ad set is targeting people in the US, and then another ad set is targeting people in the UK, and then another ad set is targeting people in Nigeria, right? You can see how this separation allows you to better understand how your ad sets are working in different locations. And so all of this can be grouped into one campaign, and it's great, right? So you just have to know how to use these tools, right? So another thing I would like to show you is how to set date ranges for it. So right now it's set to the last 30 days. You can set it to the last 14 days, and you see how these reports reflect those changes, right? Another thing you can learn from this, how to use this tool, is this reporting that we're seeing is set to my custom preference, right? I'm based off of what these objectives are meant to accomplish. I'm seeing the results that I want to see. I'm seeing the data that I want to see. So for your objectives, you can choose particular templates that Facebook gives to you and customize those. So let's say your objective was video engagement, for example. You could run a campaign on video engagement, and these results will show you information like how many people saw 25%, how many people saw 50%, how many people saw 100% of your video. And that can be very useful for you. Another example, if you're using objectives like messaging, you want to get DMs on Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp, right? This messaging engagement objective will give you a report that shows you what's important to you. So this particular campaign we've set up right now, we had one that we started with for engagement, and then the next one we learned from the engagement campaign and we created a conversion campaign, right? So I'm going to go into how this works. All right, y'all, so we can see, let's go into one of these campaigns to see how this campaign was created. So one thing you'll notice in this campaign is that there's one campaign, and within each campaign there's multiple ad sets, and within each ad set there's 3 ads. Okay, so this is a very fine-grained way of marketing, and it's one of the strategies I use for my clients. It allows us to see how each audience specifically is doing and which ones we want to scale up and which ones we want to drop, right? So this is one of the strategies that I use to help them understand the best ways to target, the best audiences to target for their ads, okay? You can see over for this particular ad, we ran each of these campaigns for 2 weeks, and over the lifetime, the first engagement ad was for engagement, so it wasn't really looking for purchases, right? We were trying to get reach and impressions and see who is engaging with our ads. And then we learned from that experience and people that were engaging, and we followed up with a conversion ad, and you can see this made 4 purchases. You can see that the cost was $62 per purchase, right? And you can see the value that was made off of those 4 purchases. So I'll show you how to get that into your report very quickly. Okay, so under the conversion section, you want to include the value of each purchase, right? So I've added that on here, so it should reflect the value. So over here you can see that we spent over $250 and we made over $3,000 in a 2-week sprint. So we're doing something good, and this is a high ticket product, and so you want to keep that in mind when trying to duplicate these strategies. Okay, so what we learned from this campaign is that actually all of these 4 purchases were made from one single ad set, one single audience. So we have a bunch of other audiences that didn't do as well. So my professional recommendation for this company is to build 2 new campaigns similar to the past 2 that we built. One, scaling the one ad set that made 4 purchases because we know it's doing very well. We're going to scale that up in the next 2-week sprint. And then the second one, going back to the drawing board to understand why the previous ad sets didn't go as well. Rather than dropping every single one of them, we're going to run another campaign with a traffic objective, right? And this will help us better understand which audiences we can test out some more, right? And maybe put some more money in there to see how they engage, and which audiences we want to drop because they're not performing as well as we want. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you how to run a traffic ad. So we've named the campaign traffic, so we know what that represents. We're setting the categories to employment because our audiences are within the medical industry, and so we want Facebook to know that. We set the objective to traffic, and we're going to set the campaign budget optimization to on. This allows Facebook to optimize with our budget. And then within the ad set, we're going to set multiple ad audiences, right? Like we discussed. So we're going to have multiple ad sets with each of them targeting just one audience. We haven't placed that on here yet. And one thing to note is that when we publish this campaign, we want the campaign to start at midnight at a future date, right? So always make sure it starts at midnight at a future date. This is important for Facebook's algorithm to kickstart at the beginning of a day, right? And you set the rest of the audience based off of your brand, who your brand is targeting. And the last thing I want to show you is the ad sets, or is the ads. Okay, so lastly, within the ads, you can name the ad, set it to connect with your Instagram account, Facebook account, and with this particular campaign, we are building a campaign with a traffic objective. So one of the big things that you're going to start seeing on Facebook and Instagram ads is instant experiences. So rather than single images or videos, carousels, which you may have seen already in your ads that you see on Instagram, and collections, we're going to use one of these new features called an instant experience. This instant experience is a great way to capture traffic audiences, people to get more traffic on your ads, right? Because it's very engaging. So here's an example of what this will look like. And like I said, you're going to see a lot more of these kinds of ads, which are compilations of images, videos, and text to get more engagement for those ads, right? So this is a great example of how to build it. You put your own original content in there, and then Facebook has options to give you different kinds of templates, and it's really great, right? Especially for traffic. So this is what we're going to do for the next set of ads to run the next campaign for this company. So that's a good overview of the ads, ad sets, and campaigns for Ads Manager on Facebook platform. I hope you found this engaging. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and if you'd like to book an appointment, definitely send me a DM. Again, my name is Shibomi Awokoya, and I hope you found this valuable. Take care, guys. See you in the next video. All right? Peace.